nation's shame. After watching a new Undercover video you're about to see, I believe this is a national turning point. It's time for all of us to say enough. Americans are decent people. Now that you know these atrocities are occurring, I know you will stand up for what's right. I warn you, these video you're about to see, it's graphic, but it's just a snippet, nowhere near the worst of it. Please power through for a moment, because there is a solution and you're a part of it. Time and time again, Undercover investigations on factory farms uncover horrific abuse. This time, the Humane Society of the United States says it caught workers at a Wyoming factory farm hitting, throwing, dragging pigs and little piglets, among many other abuses, like forcefully kicking mother pigs as they resisted leaving their babies. Now this Wyoming farm is under investigation by local and state authorities. Joining me now, Wayne Pacelli, President and CEO of the Humane Society of the United States. Since we cannot show our viewers everything in this really disturbing video, tell us about some of the horrors caught in this undercover investigation. And Wayne, a caveat, some of the stuff you're going to see is file tape. We will label it as file tape, and others are from this latest undercover investigation.
Jane, you know, I was so sickened to see this footage when our investigator showed it to me. A case of a pig with a broken leg and a worker sitting on the pig, causing her to scream because she was in so much pain. Throwing piglets against the wall, throwing them against the ground, twirling them. So many other cases of abuse, punching pigs, kicking them. And then, as you say, because the mothers didn't want to be separated from their babies, they made great efforts to get back to their babies, and they did terrible things to them. It's so unacceptable. We threw the curtain back on this particular farm in Wyoming, and it should be a wake-up call to all of America about what's going on some of the factory farms that are operating in this country.
Wyoming Premium Farms says they started their own investigation, and they will take action to correct these problems. After seeing this video, one customer, a subsidiary of Tyson's Food, announced they've dropped this Wyoming farm as a supplier. Tyson says they're appalled and do not condone this kind of treatment. Now, several large meat companies have recently opened their doors to the hires of crating pigs in pig gestation crates and vowed their operations will be gestation crate free in a few years. Wayne, your thoughts on these pig gestation crates?
Well, they're terrible iron maidens. They're 2-foot by 7-foot cages. These sows weigh 500 pounds. They can barely fit into them. They're immobilized for their entire life. They may endure 7, 8, 9, 10 successive pregnancies. They can't even turn around, Jane. I mean, what sort of madness do we have in our food production system where animals are confined so severely that they can't engage in the most natural and normal behavior like walking or turning around? And fortunately, some companies are now saying they're going to get out of this. McDonald's, Burger King, this past week we announced Safeway. This is the way all food retailers should react.
Well, these are sentient beings. Pigs have at least the IQ of dogs, if not more, and this is a shame. We're back with Wayne Pacelli, who is the author of the extraordinary book, The Bond. It's a must-read, and you can learn more about the Humane Society's work to end the horrors against factory farming. Go to hsus.org, and you can just follow the links there. You can take action. Wayne, talk to the American people. What do we need to do?
You know, we've become disconnected from our food supply, Jane. We've got to reconnect. We've got to understand what's going on. We've got to be conscious consumers. We've got to be aware of what's going on the farm and not remove it from our gaze.
I absolutely agree with you. Americans, it is time. This is a consumer issue. You have the power to speak for these voiceless creatures. No one else can do it. They cannot speak for themselves. They can't protest for themselves. They can't rally for themselves. It's up to you.